Air is essential for life. When we pollute the air, it affects our homes, our bodies, and our lungs. You might not necessarily associate air pollution with Belize, but in this special episode, we're going to find out what's making the air unhealthy and its impact on the environment and our health. For someone who's asthmatic like me, this definitely hits home. I'm Giovanna Mogel, and this is Now You Know.
This isn't by fire service law, this is by the laws of Belize, that burning in a free burning stage is an illegal act. We would like to encourage residents to cease this practice because the outcome effect would be costly.
Nobody wants to live in a community that is dirty. Nobody wants to live in a community where pollution is common practice, and burning garbage contributes to air pollution.
With the humans, it's your health that is affected, and with the environment, it's the health of animals as well as the quality of the air. Visibly, you can see that the air is not clean. It has that brown look to it. The ashes are what we call particulate matter. Culturally, we find that people feel that they need to burn the garbage because it will reduce the volume of garbage, but you can do that in other ways as well.
A lot of people continuously burn within the rural areas and don't realize that they're being impacted. It actually stimulates the response of your system by creating some kind of coughing. You have agitations in the eyes.
Yeah, so I have two kids, one 11-year-old, one 4-month-old. Both of them have allergies, and it affects their respiratory system, just the way how they breathe on a daily basis. If somebody burn garbage, they can't even go outside.
When my house full up with smoke, I couldn't breathe at all. I have to use the asthma pump for spraying for my breathing.
Some of the most common effects is respiratory illness, or in people who have asthma, the smoke can trigger an asthma attack.
Yeah, I think even after they don't burn the garbage, just the whatever is left after they burn the garbage, that's not good for the environment either.
At the Ministry of Health and Wellness, the issue of burning garbage is of significant concern to us because it can lead to aggressive health implication. And we talk about actually accelerating or making worse situations such as issues of asthma, lung and heart. And so it's imperative that whatever is happening out there in the environment, we can look and make an association as to how it's impacting an individual life.
And then you don't know what else, because the garbage that they burn, so not just smoke. You don't know what else kind of pollutants they get in your clothes. Even that will make your children get sick, make you get sick.
We use chemicals to produce goods, right? So, for example, if we're making a rubber duck in a factory, the rubber duck is made from plastic, and in certain plastics, some of these chemicals are very toxic. And so when we use a rubber duck, it gets old and we throw it out and we burn it. The chemicals that they use to make that rubber duck then escapes into the smoke and it goes into the atmosphere. As we've seen, burning garbage is very harmful to our health as well as the health of the environment. And so now we're better prepared to understand why it is important to do our part.
I need the village council, somebody if put together like a system where if you have one large amount of garbage that like you clear out your yard or you clear out what property and garbage bags just know how to do it, they could hire the village council to come remove that instead of having them burn it on the property.
If in your community there is no collection system, you can also lobby with your local government for them to put in a collection system. Also, maybe you can become a community activist. You educate community members, your family, your neighbors about the health effects and environmental impacts of burning garbage. One thing we do encourage to the public is to report environmental offenses that you see. We do have a reporting system, especially on social media. We outline the steps how you can report these offenses to our department, and then we will respond.
There is a need to work with rural communities to now give them an alternative to burning the waste. So the establishment of collection systems and proper disposal sites, first order of business that should be addressed.
In cases where this is not possible, you're not near a transfer station or the landfill, then it's best that you start to reduce the volume of garbage that you have. So in doing that, you look at ways how you can reuse items, say maybe like a container that you buy butter or whatever from the shop. You can reuse that instead of putting that out in your garbage, and then you eventually burn that.
If you produce less waste, you will have less to burn. And so those in itself will create a better environment in terms of disposal. So we'll get rid of it without having the issue of the fumes that are generated during burning.
Once that is in place, I am certain that people would collaborate with such a system and they would participate to abate the extended impacts of burning waste within the community.
The Department of the Environment is very committed in tackling pollution in Belize, especially air pollution, which is very essential to have clean air for both present and future generations.